literally, I'm going to say a handful, literally a handful of Australians that you can refer to by a one-word name and everybody will know who you are referring to. We've got Hogs, we've got Barnsey, we've got Koshy and Thorpe and Kylie and Hawkey and Ita, and of course we have Warne. Ladies and gentlemen, widely regarded as one of, if not the finest bowler in the history of cricket. Player, commentator, brand ambassador, proud single dad of 3 teenagers, poker player, big fan of 80s music, Australian national treasure. He is the Sultan of Swing. He is the Top Gun of texting. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please start a slow Warne hand clap? You can chant as well. Please welcome to the Dymocks crease, Shane Warne, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good, I feel like having a bowl.
Shane, thank you. I can't call you Shane, it just doesn't feel comfortable. I'm going to call you Warne. Warne, thank you very much on behalf of the Dymocks family for joining us. I wanted to start by asking you a question that has nothing whatsoever to do with your book. Can you give us a little bit of an insight into the day, a regular day in the life of Shane Warne? Not when you're on the publicity trail for a book, just a regular insight into your day.
Push about 3 or 4 snooze buttons is about the first thing I do, where I should have to then rush to get up. Whether that be making lunches, school lunches for my youngest daughter who's still in school, and then it'll be off to some sort of meeting, hopefully try and fit some golf in, get back to school pickups, make dinner, and then for the last year and a bit it's been doing the book. But that's sort of a rough day, just like everybody else.
Just a regular day.
Regular day, yeah. Try not to get in any trouble along the way.
How's that going for you, Shane?
Not bad. Don't text and drive.
I think in your case, forget about the driving, let's just try don't text.
No, I like texting. Texting's fun.
You tweeted recently a picture of yourself going to the movies with one of your kids. I wanted to ask you quite seriously, can you just do something like go to the movies, walk down the street in Melbourne without getting stopped? Or are you always stopped by people who want to have a chat, want to have a photo with you?
No, I generally get stopped, but that's a good thing. I think it's better than saying, oh look, there goes Warne the wanker. It's nice that they ask for a photo. I suppose I haven't played for a long time. So for people still to be interested and still, I suppose, like me and want to have a picture and an autograph or whatever they might want, or to ask a cricket question, pull out some sandpaper and ask you to sign that.
I was wondering how long it would be before that.
So yeah, look, I take that as a nice thing. My kids, 21, 19, 17, they sometimes wish it wouldn't happen. They'd much rather be just someone interrupting a conversation I'm having with my son or my daughter. But they understand it and they're pretty good with it. They generally take the photo, so it's all okay.
So the book is called No Spin. You've said that your book is a brutally honest, no holds barred account of your life and that you've opened up on pretty much everything. Did you need encouragement to do that, or was that your idea to literally go no holds barred, let's just cover everything?
It's quite an interesting thing to write a book about your life. For me, I don't think there's been too many people in Australia or the world for that matter that's had 12 unauthorised biographies about their life. A stage musical. I don't think there's been too many people that have had that, and I've always thought the time, when's the right time?
You've always been, no pun intended, you've always been an open book, and I think one of the things that has endeared you to the Australian public and the world has been your willingness to just be yourself on and off field. Are there things that people don't know about that you've been open in covering in the book?
Yeah, there's lots. I think that people won't know about me. I suppose, I think the one thing why I'm thankful why people still respect me and like me is that I've always tried to be honest. And I've never pretended to be something I'm not. I think that's when people can get into trouble, when they pretend to be something they're not. I've made, as I said, like everyone, I'm human, I make mistakes. sometimes you forget that you have feelings yourself about certain things, and when you mess up, how that affects a lot of people, especially your family and the extended family. So yeah, there's a lot of things in there. People might not have realised how the flow-on effect of some of my bad choices or my mistakes I made, but also the great things that have happened, and how that affects the flow-on of things. Some of the kids at school want to be their friends so they can come home and meet me, and then they find out they're not really their friends. They've been affected by being in the public eye. They don't want to be in the public eye, but they've got no choice because they are. Mark spent 2 hours with the kids about talking to them about what they think about their dad, and then I had to read it, which was, I said, let me just have a look at that first, Mark, let's get rid of that. But I showed the kids and they said, no, that's what we want in there. So they give a pretty interesting account of what it was like for them growing up, what it was like, the good sides, the bad sides, and what they actually think of me as a father. I might not have been the best husband of all time, but I'd always like to think I'm a good dad.
I do want to give people the opportunity, if they do have any questions, to ask you a question. I've just got a quick one for you. You are, everyone knows that you're an ambassador for advanced hair. Am I beyond help? Can you do something for them?
I'm not sure, people might not have heard of it. I don't even remember the name. Vinny Katodjia, that played for Carl. Yeah. We could give you an afro tomorrow, mate.
We look forward to it tomorrow morning. We'll see whether he really is a magician. Thanks for that, Warnie. Guys, if anyone's got a question...
Has there ever been a day that you've had that you think, shit, I didn't expect this would happen to me?
I've had many of those days. Without trying to name drop, one of my best friends is Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Right. Me too.
Very good. I think it was last year or the year before, he came over for dinner, said hello to the kids, and we hung out, and he said, I want you on stage tomorrow night. I said, I ain't coming on stage, mate. You know, I've got no musical, I'm just not doing it. He said, no, yes you are, you're coming. And the kids said, oh, come on, Dad, that'd be so cool. You know, we could take our friends. So, yeah, no, go on, do it. And so Chris said, I really need you to do it. I said, okay, I'll do it. And Chris came in, this is like 10 minutes before they went on stage. He said, mate, we just need to rehearse what you're doing on stage. I said, rehearse? What are you talking about? And he said, look, we've tuned this harmonica to the actual song. So if you know the beat of the song and blow into this thing to the beat of the song, it'll come out sounding unreal. But if you don't, it'll sound fucking horrible. So he stopped in the middle of a song and said, look, I've got to tell you this story. We found this work experience guy. So he's finished his career, he's done okay, but he doesn't know what he's going to do with the rest of his life. You know, we found him on the road with a harmonica. Anyway, welcome up. And so I came up, and I sort of looked out on stage, and there's, as I said, 75,000 people there. And then he started the song, and I went with the harmonica, and then he goes, solo! Okay. So away I went, and then everyone went berserk, and that was pretty amazing. Yeah. I think we'd all like to be a rock star. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you for that question. Thank you so much. I think the answer to that question typifies that you're up for absolutely anything. Shane, just to let you know, this is a very, very rare thing. Shane said to me before we did the interview, mate, feel free to ask me absolutely anything. That is very, very rare. And I thank you on behalf of everyone for being so candid. And we really look forward to the book. Thank you to Random House for bringing us Shane Warne. And thank you to Shane Warne for being Shane Warne.